Just in case y'all was wondering, just in case y'all thought, no, she was dead over here. Get in focus and stay focused.
I'm gonna test this out. Keep in mind that I'm an artist. I'm sensitive about my shit.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It is Charity today and I am back with another video. Today I'm just showing y'all like my makeup routine I do once it starts to cool off. Okay, Texas has really adjusted to fall because it has been freezing. I think today it's in the 30s. Like, it's been cold all week. So her skin, okay, it adjusts during fall and winter. Okay, so I have to adjust with it. I gotta get with it or get lost. Okay, so yeah, I just wanted to show y'all my little makeup routine, show y'all how I got this look, you know, this flawless look. She looks good. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed today's video and let's get right on into it. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is prime. Actually, no, what am I talking about? So I'm taking the Too Faced Hangover Primer and the MAC Strobe Cream. I'm just going to mix them together. And that's how I'm going to prime today. And I'm just going to mix. I cut myself today. I cut my finger. And it hurts so bad. But yeah, I'm going to mix these two so my skin can be hydrated. My skin gets super dry in the fall and winter, like super dry, and I've been struggling with it lately, honestly. So what I'm gonna do is take some of my Laura Mercier powder and tap into it, and I'm just going to pack that into my brow because as y'all can see, I do not have them done because I just want to quickly show how I do them on camera, you know. It's been a minute, so I just decided to make today that day. And to do my brows, I'm going to take the MAC, what do they call this one? The MAC Brow Styler in the shade Stud, and I'm just gonna get it started today. I bought like 3 of these pencils before I left MAC because it's actually my favorite brow product. So I had to buy, you know, quite a few. And, you know, these are my brows. I plugged them right before this video. So they're pretty neat already, but I just like to fill them in. You know what I'm saying? And I put powder on my brows because it just helps, like after you do primer or foundation or anything, or if you do your skincare routine, putting powder on them just helps, you know, the product from slipping. Like if I would have did that, this product from the pencil would have been like slipping because of the natural oils in my skin. So I don't like that because then it smears and it just, I don't like it. So I just prefer to put powder on them so that way the pigment can lay down evenly and without giving me much trouble. I did the other one off camera. So what I do for concealer to clean them up, I just take my Anastasia concealer. This is my favorite one for under the brows, but y'all know I also use this under my eyes. And I'm just gonna go right under there and clean them right on up. This is like the perfect shade and it's so creamy. I love this stuff. And I don't hear nobody talk about this concealer. That's why you can't operate when it comes to stuff you love. You can't go based off of it being talked about. You just gotta try stuff for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Try it for yourself and see if you like it. Drag it down, you know what I'm saying? They always different at this point. I don't have time. I don't. Really shouldn't have showed it. So how was y'all's Halloween? Cause I ain't do nothing. I ain't dress up. I ain't do nothing for Halloween. I didn't go out. You know, I didn't do anything really. So there's that. Just in case y'all was wondering, just in case y'all thought, no, she was dead over here. Okay, so for foundation, we are taking the NARS Radiant and the Studio Fix from MAC, NC60, and that M word that I never know how to pronounce. Why do I always be wanting to skip my number one step, which is color correct? And we're going into my Anastasia cat. And I'm just gonna go under my eyes, real rough like, with no method to my madness at all. So in the cooler months, it helps me, just in case anybody has dry skin just like me, which I know a lot of people do, but I use a ton of creams. I like to use creams because creams aren't too drying. You know. Okay, so now for foundation, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, how has life been? Mine has been eye-opening. Oh wow. I feel like I'm being faced with many different challenges. I feel like I have been faced with a lot of challenges this year. You know, and I'm taking it all in a very positive way. I'm trying to anyway. I have my moments because, you know, a lot of things that happen in life just don't make sense. And when nothing makes sense, it's kind of hard, okay? I try not to question anything, but lately I have been questioning a lot of things. Well, not lately, because now I'm not, like, I've had a major, like, little honest moment with myself. I had to, for my own benefit. Like, being honest with yourself is very crucial, people. Okay, let's start there. It's crucial for you. It's crucial for the people in your life. Like, it's just crucial. So I had a moment like that, and ever since, you know, I've been cool. I've been good. Just taking life day by day. Let's start with this sponge. This sponge, I'm so happy I started using it. I used it one time, I think the first time, and hated it. I was like, why is this sponge so popular? This little Juno and Co sponge. I'm like, ugh. I used it at first and I was like, ew. Like, why do people love this? And now I'm just so into it. Like, because of the texture of it, because of the material used to make it, it doesn't soak up a lot of product like the regular beauty blender does. So that's always good. But what I do like to do is go in with a brush and just, you know, blend everything out evenly, you know. I have to get used to how much product I apply when I'm using that sponge, because like I said, it's not gonna soak up, you know, as much product as the beauty blender would. So I be having to keep that in mind. I have to start keeping that in mind. But I love to mix those two foundations together because the finish is just so flawless, and it's like a really good combination for my skin type as well, because you know, even though the hold on, first I'm gonna lay down my Anastasia concealer, but what was I saying? Yeah, the MAC Studio Fix is matte, but that NARS, it just really helps to really get in there and balance it out, you know? So it's not drying down, you know, completely matte, which is always a good thing. But it's so flawless. Like, I love everything y'all gonna see me apply. Y'all need to try out. Like, try it all, like, together, because, you know, these aren't new products. So lately, I've been using a brush to blend out my concealer. And it's been the Sephora number 56 brush. This brush, honestly, I had no idea that it would turn into my favorite thing, but it has, because it blends concealer out perfectly, like perfectly. But yeah, my Halloween was a flop. I feel like Halloween is definitely something I'm gonna get more into this year. Like, I feel like this year, not this year, next year, I feel like Halloween is definitely gonna be something I get into. On top of that, I'm taking my Urban Decay. This is in the shade Medium Dark, Warm. Now, this concealer is something I didn't know I needed. Like, this has been out forever, but I'm just now getting into it. I can't believe that. Like, it's so good. It plays a huge part into this routine, okay? Because this helps with the flawlessness. This does. It's so bomb. So this is a little lighter, but it blends out like a dream, and it does not dry me out. Anything that don't dry me out is what's going to help me around this time of the year, basically. Like, I'm actually proud of Texas, because Texas has welcomed fall with open arms. Like, it has been cold, like literally freezing. I think today it's in the 30s. Like, it has been freezing cold. And I have been loving absolutely every minute of it. Like, I'm just embracing it, taking it all in, because I just feel like it's teasing us for some reason. I really do. Okay, so I am setting with my Laura Mercier. I have to set. Like, that's just not gonna be a good idea if I don't. You know, like, not setting is just not an option, you know? These last few months have really been like a struggle, like a huge struggle. It's just been full of like like I said, challenges, so much stuff. Like, I have learned a lot this year. Literally, I've learned so much, and I wouldn't redo a thing. I wouldn't change a thing, you know, because everything happens for a reason. But this year has definitely brought a lot to, like, you know, realization for me. Like, I've realized so much, and you know, a lot of things I had to do, I didn't want to do, but I knew I needed to do it. I knew for my own best interest. I knew, you know, I didn't have a choice. I am contouring with my Fenty Beauty matchstick in the shade Espresso. You know what I'm saying? I know I do my nose contour pretty like sloppy, but it's because I'm, you know, it's not gonna stay that way, so relax. Yeah, it's just been a huge eye opener, man. Like a huge eye opener. And it's just so crazy how things change, and you know, life goes on in such a way where it's like you either basically got to get with it or get lost. Like, and one thing, you know, I'm trying to get in the habit of doing, something my stepmom taught me, is, you know, only having to learn a lesson once. Like, being able to get things, you know, the first time, the first round, so you don't have to go through like the same situation twice. Like, that has been a big deal for me, like, all my life. And it's just something I'm really, like, you know, I'm trying to take more serious. You know, because I feel like I have been learning so much. And beforehand, when I going back to that last statement, like, literally I've been going through the same stuff for a long time, just in different ways, different people, different like little scenarios, just, but still like going through the same thing. Like, within it, it's the same old lesson, and you know, that's not good. So it's definitely something I just finally like grasped this year, which is good, because now, you know, that stunts your growth, you know, not learning the lesson that, you know, whatever you need to learn. It really does stunt your growth, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to be in my own way. Like, that's my biggest thing. Like, I don't want to be in my own way. I don't ever want to hold myself back. So if something is not happening the way it should because of me, then that's something I definitely would want to work on. You know? Okay, I admit, like, this side was a little too fat now. But we could always clean that up. There's no worries. You know? There is literally nothing like a good nose contour. Like, seriously, I'm just going to clean it up though. Just like that. You know what I'm saying? Where's my handy dandy? Don't ever try and play me. Going into my KKW Beauty, taking these two to set that cream contour I did. One is my bronzing shade, one is my contouring shade. So that's the difference. Because that deeper one is going to give like a really, add more depth. You know, a little deeper, a little shadow going. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's just how I have been looking at life, just really trying to look at it from a different perspective. You know, I'm trying not to, instead of, you know, really questioning and wondering, you know, why all the time, I'm really just trying to go with the flow and just try and see if there's something, you know, that I can learn from every situation. It's really important. I feel like, you know, altering your perspective is super important. Doing that can literally change so much. Like, just learning to look at things differently sometimes, and trying not to look at things in such a negative way all the time. Try and, you know, really try and, hold on. Try to learn how to just look at things differently. But yeah, just really try and take something positive away from every situation. For blush, I'm going into this MAC palette and taking this one right here in the center. It's so beautiful. It has a little sheen to it, you know, so it's not completely matte, you know what I'm saying? So it'll be all right. I don't want my skin to be too matte. I want it to still have like a subtle sheen to it. It doesn't have to be too glowy, but just like some type of sheen. But yeah, I'm just trying to change my views on things. And I just think that's what's been helping me look at life a little differently and, you know, not be so down on myself, not be so hard on myself. Because one thing I feel like is important for us millennials or people my age to realize is we're still in our 20s. I'm 22. I'll be 23 this month. I'm going into my Kylie Cosmetics highlighting palette. This is from the Weather collection, taking this darker gold. Even though, surprisingly, these all look beautiful on my skin complexion, which I love and I was so shocked about. And I'm taking this one because of how, oh, it's just so blinding. I love it. I love it. Like, I really want my cheeks to just be popping. After the Halloween makeup, I really need to clean my brushes because I don't know which ones I used for that look, because I definitely have old paint on them still then, and I don't have time for that. I'm just gonna go back in with my blush brush and blend that highlighter in with that, just so it won't be no like harsh lines, you know what I'm saying? Because we don't need that. There's no particular eye looks I do during, you know, for like typical routines. There won't be a particular eye look because there is none that I do. Probably just gonna do a little cute little wing and call it a day, you know what I'm saying? I got a message yesterday on the pattern talking about Mercury retrograde, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, like, here we go. It's the last thing I need to go through right now at this time. I do not feel like dealing with none of that. I don't feel like experiencing nothing extra and out of the ordinary. Like, nobody has time for none of that. For powder, you know, we ain't really changing nothing up. We're gonna take our MAC mineralized. Why? Because it's mineralized, so, and it's a really natural finish, so guess what, it's not gonna dry us out. It's really sheer. Mineral powders are so bomb. Like, I love mineral powders. Just the finish of it just brings everything together while still making everything just look so natural, so smooth, so even, so cute, so nice, so good, you know what I'm saying? We're about to do lips. So for lips, I am going to line with Bittersweet lip liner from MAC, Then I'm going to fill them in with Yash lipstick from MAC. And then the lip gloss that I'm using, I do not know the name because the sticker fell off, but it is a lip glass from MAC as well. I love this combo. Like, can y'all tell I'm a Sag? Like, literally, all we low-key do is admire ourselves. That's so sad. But the first step is admitting the problem, okay? So please relax. MAC has the best lip glosses, like, hands down. I don't care what nobody say, like, and this is not debatable. So that is really like what I do for my fall makeup. Honestly, no big changes. The only thing I can say is hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. That's what I do to my skin before I put any makeup on. I always do my skincare routine, and I always overly hydrate my skin. Not even overly, okay, that's a stretch, I'm being dramatic. But I literally go in and I just make sure my skin is so hydrated because, yeah, that's what it needs. And skincare is the key to like some bomb makeup. You should always do some type of skincare before you do your makeup because it really is like the most important step to like a flawless finish, or the most important key or whatever. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed today's video. Please be sure to give this video a comment down below, give it a thumbs up, and make sure you subscribe to my channel, and be sure to turn on your post notifications so you will be notified whenever I do upload. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye guys.